What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a blessed day today. Let's continue with this amazing sermon that Stephen Furtick is putting on. He is so knowledgeable and passionate and exciting. What he said in the first 1 minute, and I had to stop because I just had to digest how much amazing knowledge was in that first minute, was the way we thought it was supposed to go. We're supposed to surrender to that. Surrender the way we thought it was supposed to go, and also when it was supposed to happen. I think that's such a powerful statement to make, if that we can manifest a better future for ourselves, right? With When we're walking God's path, we should surrender what we thought was supposed to happen, the way we thought it was supposed to go. That is so powerful. Honestly, I might need to stop and just continue to digest that because it is such a powerful statement he just said. But let's let him talk. He's amazing, very passionate. Let's hear him out. Are we taking notes?
I shared with one of the people that I mentored the other day, they were needing clarity. And I said, the issue isn't whether God will reveal this or not. The issue is, what will you do until God does give you clarity? Because if you flail right now, and if you thrash right now, and if you act nasty right now, and if you cope with stuff that's going to put you in a cage later right now, then when God gives you clarity, you won't even be able to act on it because you will be so constrained by the decisions that you made while you were waiting. The issue is not will God. The issue is not his sovereignty. It's you're supposed to. Let me ask you a question. When it flows, are you going to be where you're supposed to be? In the valley? Digging ditches? In the valley? Transporting? You know, that's a lot of times what parenting is. It's just taking your kids back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And in certain seasons, they won't talk to you. How was your day? Fine. If you get a fine out of them, that's a grade A response. That is a premium response in this season I'm talking about. And then they're going to be in your room at 12:30 in the morning. Now they want to talk. You're asleep. And part of being a parent is being able to flow with all of that, because, you know, if you pick them up and drop them off enough, eventually they open up enough and you get to have the conversation. But if you don't show up when they say nothing, when they open up, you won't be there. Everything is like that. Everything is like that. Everything God did in my life was something that I was digging in a dry place when he was doing it. And the same thing for Holly. The same thing for Holly. Usually when we meet people and we're meeting them for the first time and they're a part of the ministry, they'll go, "Oh, Pastor Stephen, hey, Holly." Doesn't bother me a bit. Doesn't bother me a bit. I'm like, I like her more than I like me too. Hey, trust me, I'm in her fan club. I'm the president. Would you like a picture of her? And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but just to make a point, that I remember when Holly felt completely useless in this ministry. I remember the season when the kids were very little, that I would take them out on a Wednesday night, and she would invite maybe like 12 women. I don't know if it would be smaller or larger than that, but she would have them into our home and she would walk them through a Bible study. But it wasn't just a Bible study, because she didn't really feel like she had that much to teach from the Bible, but she would show them how to cook quick meals. Because she would say, when you have little kids, you have to cook quick meals. So I'm going to show you quick meals, stuff you can do real easy, stuff that doesn't take much brain power, stuff that'll take your husband's waist size from a 32 to a 38. That class should have been called Project 38. And so I watched it expand like my waistline, from when she did the Bible study in our house to then I watched, they said, you need to do that for all the ladies of our church. And she made a little study called Mrs. Better Half. You know how many people I have overheard while they're getting their selfie with her while I'm standing over in the corner sucking my thumb say, "It saved our marriage"? But it means more to me because I saw where it started real slow. And I saw that it was out of her personal dryness of where she could have felt sorry for herself. What do I do? What's my job? What's my value? Where's my Grammy? Where's my Oscar for Best Supporting Role? I watched what she did, and I watched how she did it at such a level. It was almost like a decimal. Like, like you got the number, then the decimal. It's almost like I watched what was behind the decimal move, and I watched God add zeros to it, where it was 10 women, and then it was 100 women, and then it was 1,000 women. I feel God enlarging somebody's vision right now. Not your waistline, your vision, your vision, your vision, your vision, your vision. Come on, can you see it by the Spirit? Because you won't see wind, and you won't see rain. And nobody came to her with a publishing advance and said, would you make a study about wifedom? She never got the wifedom publishing advance. But when the pandemic hit and everybody was trapped in their homes, hating each other a little bit, on each other's nerves, we were taking a walk, and I said, you know what you've got? Better half. I want you to release better half into the world right now so we can help families get through this challenging time. And she did that. And she did that.
Wow. Very unexpected. I was not expecting for it to go that direction and for it to hit home so deeply. I really can relate to what he's saying here. My wife last year, almost exactly a year ago, less than a year ago, it was around October, but she felt like she was lost. She didn't like her job. She also is an artist. We went to the same graduate program, and she was just so unsure. We were driving on the way to the gym, and she felt hopeless. She was saying she felt like a bum because she wasn't even really able to help out that much with rent or with, like she was just really down on herself. And I remember we were driving to the gym, and even though neither of us knew what the next step was, I remember putting my arm on her and just being like, we got this. I believe in you. I know you're a talented artist, and we'll figure this out. Let's just continue doing our daily routine. We had built up a really great routine of working out early in the morning, making art throughout the day, and we were substitute teachers too. So we were just trying to do what we could every day. And she has been blessed by God with a thriving art practice now. She went from having no following on social media to now having over 300, and I think we're close to 350,000 people following her on TikTok. And she has a full-time thriving art career out of it, where she was able to quit substitute teaching. It hasn't even been a full year from when that started. And I remember just how lost we both felt. But I knew that we just had to continue going down the road, and that God would provide for us. And now she is, in some ways, gone so much farther than me. Our paths are different, and we're supporting each other. Like, she's amazing. She's truly very supportive of me. But she has absolutely, like you said, with the decimals gone, she has absolutely just become a superstar in her own right. And I really was not expecting him to take it in this direction. And I think I'm really just grateful right now. I just really feel God in my life. And it hasn't even been a full year. And to go from feeling completely lost to being even more than what we could have hoped at that time. Like, if I would have said, write down what being a successful artist looks like, she's already surpassed everything she would have written back then. And I just am so grateful. It's so amazing to hear other people's story like that. Please comment down below. Was there a time in your life when you or your partner was really feeling lost, and then just by continuing to do what that voice inside told you to continue to do, what God's plan was for you, and being brave despite not knowing what was going to happen, did it change your life? I would love to hear it. Honestly, this is one of the best sermons I was not expecting. The last sermon I just listened to, he made me laugh so hard. It was amazing. And now he's just like, I think it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of everything he said? I just need to digest all that because it really hit home for me. But I hope you're having a beautiful day, a very blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.